Attention 50 plus entrepreneurs trying to make money online, trying to build an online business. If you're anything like me, you've probably found yourself thinking, how am I going to make this work? I'm trying to build an online business. Retirement is looming, but instead of feeling excited, I have this feeling of uncertainty. But imagine having peace of mind, a steady income, and complete control over your financial future. All of this without getting lost in tech or trying to figure out how we're going to rely on some sort of non existent pension plan or Social Security that we can't count on. And that's exactly what we're here to talk about today. So, who am I? My name is Keith Bush, and I am the digital boomer. I I started. I didn't start my life out in sales. I started out in, I guess, to take you back to the beginning in 1983. I was graduated. I was in Tallahassee, Florida, and went in the army and did my stint in the army and found that I loved driving the equipment more than anything. And I was in the army for 4 years. The my intentions were to get out and go to college, and but I really didn't know what I was doing. Got out of the army in 1987 and had a future wife and a brand new baby following me to Jacksonville. How did I end up in Jacksonville, Florida? Well, that's where my mother moved to, and I needed a place to to get out of the army to transition to. So I'm out of the army on like a Tuesday. Thursday, my mother has me going to J.C. Penney to buy a tan suit for an interview. Friday, I'm interviewing at the Coca-Cola company. Monday, I'm working. Um, Back then, they didn't have to have commercial driver's license. In the state of Florida, we had chauffeur's license. So I was the Coca-Cola man. I was delivering products to businesses who filled their machines. And I was a young father um, with a 1 year old, had no idea what I was doing, what my plans were, nothing. I just knew that I needed to take care of my family. So um, we would we we would have to come up with prospects for placing Coke machines. You know, we would go in and we would talk to them about the profitability benefits for having their own Coke machine for the employees. Outdated concepts now, but we would go into businesses. So we would have to come up with 10 prospects each week in our area. We were just had to be looked for new businesses. And I hated it. I hated it with a passion because I just didn't know what I was doing. And I would always ask my mother, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but he says he sees potential in me, and I feel like I'm an absolute failure. So we would do our prospects, and we would have our little daily runs where we would go out and blitz the market and try to place Coke machines. And, you know, we had our ups and downs. And then one day I'm at Jacksonville Beach running my route, and a guy from local Budweiser wholesaler hit me up and said, "Man, you'd be great selling off the truck." And I'm thinking, selling off the truck, what does that mean? He said, "Well, you load the product and you have a designated area. You load the product on your truck or the warehouse loads it on you. You forecast what you're going to need. You go out the next day and you sell your product." So I started working for the local Budweiser wholesaler in 1989. Um, and if I didn't sell the product, we didn't eat. There was no hourly rate. There was no base pays. I sold the product and that's how we ate. Um, this is where I learned to build rapport with my customers. This is where I learned to get customers to know, like, and trust me. And the one thing that I remember the most was people testing me and finding out they could trust me. And I basically owned the route. Once I learned that concept of just sales is all about getting people to know, like, and trust me, and it's a piece of cake after that. I was salesman of the year 2 years running, supervisor by 1993. Then the company was taken over in 1995. It switched hands, which sometimes they do. Um, Became a key account manager in the draft beer division. Became on-premise sales manager. And then around the year 2000, 2001, when we're having 9/11, I'm in the midst of making the biggest mistake of my life. And the mistake of my life was a divorce. And I don't recommend it for anyone. Um, at the time, I had a wife and I had two little girls, and it is not something I'm proud of. It is not something that I am proud of to this day. I feel like I let them down. To this day, I have forgiven myself, and someone higher, God, has forgiven me, and they have forgiven me. But it's some things that you never forget about. It's one of those things I never want to let somebody down ever, ever again. I don't know if you can relate to what I'm saying, but if you've ever failed somebody utterly, my daughter Sydney, she's middle. We have a great relationship. My oldest daughter, Samantha, she still remembers, and it's tough. And I know I hurt her the most, but so it's those situations that I've learned to not let people down. And after that situation, I know I don't want to let anybody down ever again. So I like helping people that are hurting or that have lost their way. So I've learned how to sell to people. I've become sales rep, sales manager. Now I'm in charge of 100 plus people. I'm over the service department. I've been in sales, but I've always known that something was missing. There was always something that more than I could have been doing. There was always something that I felt like I needed to be doing. And I've tried Amway products. I've tried Herbalife. I've tried everything. And then I found online digital marketing, and I knew that there was a way that I could create something. I love learning. I love finding problems, dissecting things, finding how things work, and marketing online has always intrigued me. So I've probably spent over the last 7 or 8 years, maybe 10 years, I've probably spent anywhere from $7,500 to $10,000. If someone online has sold the product, I probably bought it. If someone has made a software, I've probably tried it. And one thing that I've learned is they're all the same. All the products are the same. They teach the same premise, but it's about finding someone who is where you are in life and trains with you. I use this analogy. I'm very deeply involved with my church. My church is my life, I feel like sometimes. Most of the time, God is first in my life and my family comes second. But the church is very important to me. But in our area, there's probably 35, 40 churches. And why are there so many different churches? And hopefully we're all teaching the same thing and we're all worshiping the same way. But there are different churches because people feel more comfortable in different settings and different people. And that's why I'm on here now, because there are some people that are searching for someone to help them. There is no push button way to make business online. There is no push button way to learn this. You have to have someone you can trust to lead you. Um, it wasn't until I found my mentor, Joel, that I started investing in myself and learning through him what needed to be done. My mentor is Joel Vasquez. He is 5 years in online business and affiliate marketing. He's made over $2 million online, and I invested in myself to get him to coach me And it's through that coaching that has helped me advance to the point that I am at now. So he's got many accolades that I can give. He has got a lot of proof of what he's done, but I don't want to go too far into this. I want to get back to the struggles that we talk about. And what are the struggles that I see people like me, 50 plus entrepreneurs who are staring down retirement, who are struggling to make their way online? Those are the people I'm trying to help. What are the things that I notice the most? Well, there's a fear of technology and just being overwhelmed. Every program out there seems to require mastering dozens of tools and perform and platforms. And I don't know about you, but I don't have the patience for all that. I want something that's simple. I want something that doesn't leave me feeling like I have to go back to school or some 20-plus-year-old person is just knows more than me. Lack of direction and confidence is another one. I've got ideas just like everyone else, but where do I start? It feels like every time I try to focus, there's another shiny object waiting to distract me, promising better results. And I've spent so much time second guessing myself looking at these things. I've I often wonder if I can ever make this work. So first of all, we have a fear of technology, a lack of direction, and thirdly, financial uncertainty and no clear plan. Retirement should feel like freedom. Looming retirement should feel like freedom. And not everyone has a pension and 401ks or savings account, and they won't last. So we must think about supplementing those incomes somehow, but we have a fear of financial uncertainty and there's no clear path. For me, it's felt more like a countdown clock, and I need to do something, and I needed to do something. Will my savings last? No, they won't last. What happens if Social Security is not enough? And I know I needed a plan, and I was just tired of wasting time and money on things that just were not going to work. But what if there was a solution? What if there was a solution that we could come up with? And that's when I come up with the Digital Boomers coaching program. The first problem we have is a fear of technology and overwhelm. That is the first problem that we have. What is my solution to that? Solution is what we call a tech mastery system. It's a fully laid out program it's the first pillar within the Digital Boomers blueprint. And it's a tech mastery system. And you'll only learn the tools that you need to actually master that. And only the tools that matter will you be given. There won't be any complicated websites. There'll be no complicated funnels. There'll be no technical things within a website that needs to be done. Just simple, user-friendly solutions that will not leave you feeling, uh, you know, confused. Uh, we aim to help you feel confident and just help you overcome the fear of technology. The second problem is the lack of direction and confidence. Now, what is the solution to that? It's the rapid niche and offer formula. That's the second pillar within the roadmap. The rapid niche and offer formula is the roadmap to finding the right pattern. You'll discover a niche that aligns with your skills and your passions. You'll create an offer that feels authentic and valuable. And with this clarity, you'll finally stop second guessing yourself and move forward with confidence. And thirdly, financial uncertainty and no clear path. With the income stream multiplier, you'll set up multiple income streams. We won't put all our eggs in one basket. We'll have affiliate marketing and digital products. So you'll never be relying on just one source of income. You'll learn to build something sustainable that supports you now and in the future. No more worrying about whether our savings will last. So what is the 12-week, the Digital Boomers coaching program is a 12-week journey. And here's how it works over 12 weeks. You'll follow a clear, guided path to success. Weeks 1 through 4, mastering the essentials of tech skills and building your online presence. And it goes into way more than just this one single sentence here. Weeks 5 and 8, we're talking about finding our niche, crafting an offer, and just building overall confidence. But by the time we get through week number 8, you're feeling very comfortable and very confident in what you're doing. Weeks 9 through 12, we're setting up income streams, creating content strategy, and planning for sustainable growth. We're not planning on dancing on TikTok. We're not dancing on Instagram. We are creating a sustainable plan to building an online business. It's all broken down into manageable steps, so you're never going to be overwhelmed. And each one of these weeks, there'll be a 1 hour call with me. What does that call consist of? That call consists of me helping direct you on the path that I am currently on. It is about helping you stay focused. It's about us being accountable to one another and making sure these things are getting done that we're talking about. So, what makes this program stand out amongst everything else? Well, unlike other programs, this one is built for you and I. If I built this for me, my customer is me. It's not about chasing trends or learning things that we'll never use. It's practical, it's focused, and it's designed to give you real results. At the end of 12 weeks, you'll have a business that's capable of making them 10,000 plus a month. This isn't just a theory, it's a system that actually works that's being taught and I'm learning now. I want you to think about this. Imagine imagine the life that you actually want. I often dream about this. I say, picture yourself 6 months from now. You've completed the program. You've built an online business that generates consistent income. You wake each day with peace of mind, knowing you're no longer relying on someone else's money or some fragile retirement that you can't count on. You've taken control and your life feels absolutely amazing. This really is the investment in your future. And this is all about investing in your future. When I was in Joel's free program and I told him I'm finally tired of just messing around and kicking this can down the street. I need to understand, what do I need to move forward? He said, it's about investing in coaching, investing in helping yourself. Knowing that you want to get ahead, you need to invest in yourself. That's what I did. And here's the best part. The best part is you're not paying 20,000 or 40,000 for a degree. And a lot of colleges, a lot of universities are offering digital marketing degrees now. They're also offering 10-week digital marketing certificates, which are anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000. Here's the best part. Like I said, you're not paying 20,000 or 40,000 for a degree that leaves you applying for a job afterwards. The Digital Boomers program is $3,600, and you're building a business that gives you control, freedom, and financial stability. That's you. Isn't that worth getting out of where you're at, out of the rut, and moving forward? So, my call to action for you now is, let's take the next steps now. This is your chance to take control of your future, to build something meaningful and secure. The Digital Boomers coaching program is here to guide you every step of the way. My name is Keith Bush. Are you ready to get started? I'm ready to get started with you. You can look me up on Facebook. You can learn all about me. Keith Bush, I'm an open door. Just look me up if you don't believe. Um, but the next step, what I'd love to see you do is I'd love to click the link below. The link below will take you to my free school program. Once you sign up for the free school program, I will send you a DM for a call. That call is about interview. It's an interview to see if we can work together because I have to see where you are in this journey. Can we work together? I can't choose people because if we're not like-minded, we'll never be able to work together. So click that link below, join the free community. There's going to be lots of free advice, everything on the inside for people who don't wish to be a part of the coaching program at this time. Click the link below. I look forward to seeing you guys. Have a blessed day.